Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lemoncookie Classic Tournament 2019 edition. My name is Michael Lemoncookie, and as you might have guessed, the name of the channel is LemoncookieTV. What is this tournament all about? I tried to do it last year, but unfortunately due to personal issues couldn't finish it. It was supposed to be a 120-man tournament simulated in the great Fire Pro Wrestling World video game, which I love to play on Steam on my laptop. Very great game. The tournament was supposed to be a tribute to my 20-year anniversary as a WWE fan. I started watching at Survivor Series 1998, and after 20 years I wanted to make a tribute tournament. In 1998 we had the legendary Deadly Game tournament, at which The Rock won his first WWF championship. Yeah, as I said, I couldn't finish the tournament, wanted to do it again, and now here we are. Some things have stayed the same, some things have changed. My English has gone a little rusty over the last year, as you might be able to hear, so I need to drink a little sip of my coffee. I hope it will get better over the next few hours and days. What has changed and what has stayed the same? The Lemoncookie Classic tournament is still a 128-man tournament, single elimination tournament simulated in Fire Pro Wrestling World. I will not play the matches myself, I will let the computer fight against the computer. Once again, the winner of this tournament will win the first ever LTV World Heavyweight Championship. It will be the first ever because, obviously I couldn't finish the tournament last year. And to make things a little more interesting, Survivor Series always had that brand supremacy flavor in real life over the past few years. So I split the tournament participant field into 8 groups of each 16 men. As you can already see on the screen, we have Monday Night Raw, 16 guys from Monday Night Raw. The current Monday Night Raw roster, we have 16 men from Friday Night SmackDown, current roster. We have 16 men from NXT, which includes NXT United Kingdom and 205 Live. We have 16 men from the great All Elite Wrestling AEW. We have 16 participants from the past, the rich history of World Championship Wrestling. 16 men who are synonymous with WCW. 16 men who are synonymous with ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling Legends. 16 men from WWE past, recent years, and many years ago. And the final group is the tournament field from the original Deadly Games tournament from Survivor Series 1998. I had to add 2 guys to that because in the original tournament we only had 14 participants. Kane and The Undertaker didn't have to wrestle in the first round. I added Owen Hart and Marvelous Mark Merrow to that group. And you can see the 128 guys I selected in a few seconds. First of all, one more detail. I will premiere a new weekly wrestling show on LemoncookieTV January the 26th, 2020. That's the day of the WWE Royal Rumble event in real life. Every Sunday afternoon European time you will get to see my new weekly program LTV Afterhour on LemoncookieTV. And the final 32 participants of this tournament, the men who survived the first 2 rounds, will earn a spot on the LTV roster and will come to you live from LemoncookieTV. Not live, but you will be able to see them on LemoncookieTV every Sunday, starting at the Royal Rumble weekend. It will be a Sunday afternoon program for those of you who don't know what to do on a Sunday afternoon. Maybe not so sunny always in January. It will premiere after or between NXT TakeOver and the Royal Rumble. Will there be an NXT TakeOver at the Royal Rumble weekend? Okay, I don't think there will be an NXT TakeOver, but you will see it while waiting for the Royal Rumble event. So let's get down to business. Who is in this tournament? One more detail. Everybody will be able to fight everybody in the first round. Raw guys will be able to fight Raw guys. Every man is for himself. It's just to spice things up a little bit with the roster selection. In every round there will be a draw, so there will be no tournament treat, so the wrestlers can see their path to the finals from the very get-go. We will have a draw done with Auslosungstool.de, which you can see on the screen every round. Now let's show you the participants. Monday Night Raw will be represented by AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, Aleister Black, Andrade, the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, Eric Rowan, the best kept secret in wrestling today, Buddy Murphy, the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre, former WWE Champion Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens KO, the Viper Randy Orton, Mr. 619 Rey Mysterio, the one and only Ricochet, the Bulgarian Brute Rusev, Seth Rollins, everybody's darling, Samoa Joe. These are the 16 guys representing Monday Night Raw, the current Monday Night Raw roster. For Friday Night SmackDown, we have the great mustache man Robert Roode representing the Lucha House Party, Gran Metalik representing the New Day, Kofi Kingston, the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman representing Switzerland, European Wrestling Cesaro, the Fiend Bray Wyatt, Dolph Ziggler, Drew Gulak, a man who had success with winning tournaments in 2019, King Corbin, the reigning King of the Ring, another former King of the Ring, Sheamus, The Miz, the Big Dog Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shorty G, and Mustafa Ali representing SmackDown. And as I said, it doesn't really matter which brand you're on. Everybody fights everybody in this tournament. I just wanted to make things a little bit more, I don't know, it made the selection of the 128 men more interesting and more diverse. Representing NXT, we have Adam Cole, baby, Tyler Bate, Trent Seven from Mustache Mountain, as well some great mustaches in this tournament. Roderick Strong, fellow member of the Undisputed Era, the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest, Dominic Dijakovic, Finn Balor. I'm wondering if we're gonna see the Demon in this tournament. I'm not sure about that. Keith Lee, Walter, Mr. Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, his former tag team partner Tommaso Ciampa, Kushida, the man of the hour Leo Rush, the most entertaining man on Twitter, Oni Lorcan, Pete Dunne, and the Velveteen Dream. Then the 14 men who participated in the Deadly Game tournament at Survivor Series 1998. It makes me excited, so let me drink a coffee to make me even more excited. We have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the most entertaining man in the whole world. The world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, Kane, and his brother, The Undertaker. In this year's tournament, they will have to wrestle in the first round. Back then, you knew him as a real man's man, Steven Regal. Now he's called William Regal. X-Pac, Triple H, the Big Boss Man. In my opinion, a favorite in this tournament, Dwayne Gill, Mrs. Foley's baby boy, Mankind, Al Snow, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Goldust, and I added Owen Hart and Mark Merrow because we had to add two men. I added two men who were on the WWE roster at Survivor Series 1998. Group number 5, 16 superstars from WWF or WWE past. You got Cheeky Baby, the Iron Sheik, the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, the Immortal Hulk Hogan, Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero, the Rated R Superstar Edge, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Kurt Angle, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, the Macho Man, ooh yeah, Randy Savage, Ted DiBiase, and by that I mean the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Oh, I'm not trying to do his laugh here. The Ultimate Warrior, the new Hall of Famer Dave Batista, the Doctor of Thugonomics John Cena, and CM Punk. 60 men for WCW. As you might have guessed, some of these men could fit in different categories. Guys like Hulk Hogan, I could have put them in the WCW category as well. Same goes for Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. They are here representing WCW. I could have also picked Razor Ramon or Diesel. And as you might have guessed or have seen already, I also use wrestlers who have passed away in real life or who can't wrestle anymore in real life. I will pick one specific version of each wrestler which I like the most. You will see which one that is. Maybe I will not even use Child Hero John Cena, but the Doctor of Thugonomics John Cena. I'm not sure which version of Hulk Hogan I'm going to use. Probably red and yellow because I will put him in the WWE camp here. We will see. There are a lot of potential dream matches possible in this tournament, and we will see the first round in a minute. The Hall of Famer Sting, also representing WCW. Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. The man they call Vader. Dean Malenko. Diamond Dallas Page. Booker T. Mr. Serious Lance Storm. Perry Saturn. The Nature Boy Ric Flair. Arn Anderson AA, Dusty Rhodes, Bill Goldberg, Lex Luger, and to add a cruiserweight from the rich WCW cruiserweight past, Billy Kidman. The 16 ECW legends I selected are Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, Raven, the Human Suplex Machine Taz, I should have spelled him with one Z to make it more ECW-like, The Sandman, Just Incredible, Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, The Hardcore Icon himself, Terry Funk, Tajiri, Jerry Lynn, Balls Mahoney, Little Spike Dudley, Stevie Richards representing the Blue World Order, Mike Awesome, Masato Tanaka, and Shane Douglas. Everybody loves some AEW these days, so I included Chris Jericho with a little bit of the bubbly to participate in this tournament. Cody, Kenny Omega, John Moxley, Hangman Adam Page, Joey Janela, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, The Bastard Pack, the Spanish sex god Sammy Guevara, Sean Spears, the chairman of AEW, Christopher Daniels representing SCU, Luchasaurus, Darby Allin, and the partner of Luchasaurus in the Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Orange Cassidy, and Pentagon Jr. So some people, as you can see, for example, I included Pentagon Jr. but not Rey Fenix. Only some members of a tag team or a stable could make it to this tournament. And now we will see which matches we will see. In the first round will be 64 matches, going over 16 episodes on YouTube. The draw starts right now. We will see. Everybody can fight everybody in the first round. Sean Spears, the chairman, will fight Drew McIntyre. AEW versus Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns, representing Friday Night SmackDown, will take on Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Oh my god, that's a mismatch for sure. Former Cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak takes on Al Snow. Not the most exciting matches to start the show. The Big Boss Man will fight Orange Cassidy. Okay, we have a lot of dream matches possible. These one probably not in that category, but here we go now with Johnny Gargano and Bill Goldberg. Also a very odd match. I don't have any influence on these matches, but I will make sure to put interesting combinations in each round. Joey Janela will go one-on-one with the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Sting against Dwayne Gill. And I hope this doesn't turn you off. This draw is bowling shoe ugly so far. Rey Mysterio against The Undertaker. Now that's an intriguing matchup, you have to admit. Rey against The Undertaker. Buddy Murphy takes on AJ Styles in a Monday Night Raw clash. That's also should be a banger. Shorty G taking on Kofi Kingston. SmackDown finds SmackDown in this one, which should also be a technically sound match. Pentagon Jr. takes on Raven. These two guys know how to take it to the extreme. Sammy Guevara will show how sexy he is against the Sandman. AEW has some ECW flavor on its program, so that will be interesting. Eric Rowan takes on Kane. Two behemoths going at it. Talk about intensity. John Cena, big match. John goes one-on-one with the Bastard Pack in a match I think we have never seen before. Hangman Adam Page goes one-on-one with Cody. Two friends from AEW. Adam Page left the Elite quite a few days ago. Now we will fight Cody. A classic match from WrestleMania past. Roddy Piper one-on-one with Bret the Hitman Hart. Justin Credible takes on Sheamus. Akira Tozawa, very underrated performer in my opinion, takes on Stevie Richards from ECW. Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, goes up against Finn Balor in a dream match. Keith Lee, a man who has impressed a lot of people in 2019, takes on the Japanese Buzzsaw Tajiri. And what we are not even halfway through here. Scott Steiner takes on Terry Funk, and that should be very physically intense match. But there are no hardcore rules in this tournament, I can tell you right now. Mr. Perfect takes on the Iron Sheik. I'm wondering what the Sheik will tell Mr. Perfect in his promo before the match. Diamond Dallas Page against Leo Rush. Kurt Angle versus Vader, a match we have never seen, I think. Should be interesting. Stone Cold Steve Austin, a man who has won a lot of tournaments, or important tournaments in his life, takes on another man who also doesn't have hair on his head, Christopher Daniels. Lex Luger, he could have also participated for WWE. He represents WCW in a match against X-Pac. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, takes on Brock Lesnar. That should be I don't even know how to call it. Double A Arn Anderson takes on The Miz. We are still not even halfway through. King Corbin, Baron Corbin against Billy Kidman. Double J Jeff Jarrett takes on Masato Tanaka. Jinder Mahal, I wanted to include him to piss some people off. He will wrestle Damian Priest in the first round. And now we reach halftime as Perry Saturn takes on Kevin Owens. That should be a very technically interesting match. Darby Allin, crazy guy from AEW, takes on The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Talk about two disturbed personalities fighting each other in the first round. Will Darby Allin survive The Fiend? The Ultimate Warrior takes on Adam Cole, baby. Mankind, Mrs. Foley's baby boy, Mick Foley against Grand Metalik. Two masked men fighting. Kenny Omega takes on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's a dream match. Talk about a dream match. Aleister Black, who knocked on his door? It's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. A match we will never see in real life, I guess. Now we will see it in the Lemoncookie Classic tournament. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, against Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Trent Seven represent NXT against CM Punk. CM Punk is back in the ring, and he goes to Mustache Mountain in the first round. Sami Zayn against Dean Malenko, a match I would have loved to see back in the day. Edge the Rated R Superstar against Landstorm, a match we have seen at SummerSlam 2001. It was a great match. We will see it again. Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels against the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. I'm not sure if we ever saw that match. Very interested to see that. Kushida takes on the King of Hearts' own heart in the first round, Orny Lorcan. He will tell us about his first round match on Twitter. NXT fights NXT as he also goes to Mustache Mountain against Tyler Bate. The Artist Shinsuke Nakamura takes on the hardcore icon Tommy Dreamer as SmackDown fights ECW in the first round. The show off Dolph Ziggler takes on Mike Awesome. Another SmackDown versus ECW match. Shane Douglas, former ECW Heavyweight Champion of the World, versus Dominik Dijakovic. Robert Roode against Goldust. Seth Rollins versus Batista. Going to the Hall of Fame. First you gotta take out the Architect. Marvelous Mark Merrill against William Regal, two men who were around back in the day, 1998. Hulk Hogan, the legendary Hulk Hogan against Ken Shamrock. The world's most dangerous man will take on the Hulkster. Macho Man Randy Savage against Andrade. Walter from NXT United Kingdom against Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H the Game. Now talk about the mastermind of NXT, Triple H taking on Walter. Spike Dudley against Eddie Guerrero. We will see bodies flying around the ring in that match for sure. Balls Mahoney against Big Sexy Kevin Nash. We have 9 matches left. The Velveteen Dream against Mustafa Ali. Samoa Joe back in the ring, got from the commentary table against Rusev. 2 big men from Monday Night Raw clashing in the first round. Former 5 or 6-time World Heavyweight Champion Booker T against Scott Hall, also known as Razor Ramon. Braun Strowman against Cesaro. We will need to see a test of strength by Cesaro. Chris Jericho against Sabu in the first round. 2 men who met in ECW back in the day. Luchasaurus representing the Jurassic Express against Jon Moxley, an AEW matchup. Roderick Strong versus Taz. Backbreaker versus Suplex. The Legend Killer Randy Orton against Ricochet. 2 men who have tagged on Raw in recent weeks. And Tommaso Ciampa versus Jerry Lynn. So, folks, I have to admit, we can't ignore this one. I'm not too thrilled regarding the first round, but of course I want to make you sure you tune in. So let's go through the highlights. I think one highlight is definitely Rey Mysterio against The Undertaker. AJ Styles versus Buddy Murphy. Pac versus John Cena. Hangman Page against Cody. Roddy Piper against Bret Hart. Rob Van Dam versus Finn Balor. Mr. Perfect against Sheiky Baby, the Iron Sheik. Kurt Angle against Vader. You can't say that there are no interesting matchups in this first round. Dusty Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Some really unorthodox matches, but interesting nevertheless. Perry Saturn against Kevin Owens. Darby Allin versus The Fiend. Kenny Omega and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Aleister Black and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Trent Seven versus CM Punk. Shawn Michaels and Ted DiBiase. Then we got Seth Rollins and Dave Bautista. Walter versus Triple H. Chris Jericho and Sabu. Tommaso Ciampa and Jerry Lynn. Every episode of the first round, every of these 16 episodes will have a high-profile main event. I guarantee you that. Stay tuned for the first round of the Lemoncookie Classic tournament. We will see you soon. If I didn't say it already in this video, this time you can make sure you will be able to see the whole tournament. If you can see this video, I already have taped and recorded every single match of this tournament. My name is Michael Lemoncookie. See you in the first round. of the Lemoncookie Classic tournament. And don't forget, LTV Afterhour premieres on January the 26th on LemoncookieTV. See you soon. Bye bye.